Hello, Pagan here. Today I'd like to share with you my latest commission that I did recently for a client. This is for Brandon, and if you're watching this, this is a pot store severance. Now, pot store did a really nice job on the details, and it is quite challenging when I worked on it. Now, the leather is a black leather by Defcon Bird. And I did all the wrapping myself using E6000, and I took the time having to wrap individually and making sure that each section is evenly spaced, so as you put your hand, as you grip it, it feels more comfortable where the fingers land onto between the ridges. And customer wanted me to have switches where the main is at the bottom and the auxiliary at the top. And of course, you can have a shine through. And this is a different pommel. Pommel is from TCSS. It's an MPS V2. Notice that this hook, where it used to be for a different pommel cap, is being replaced to be able to mount it on this instead, so that I have this extra hole which allows me to add a speaker connector, which I'll be showing in a different video why this is important. So anyways, I'm gonna take it apart to show you what I mean. Alright, so this is my wiring work. Put a lot of time into making it as neat as possible. This is a custom Sabertec battery with a 3120 milliamps 18650 battery with the 15 amp discharge, and it uses a Golden Harvest version 3. And notice that I had to use a 1.25 millimeter JST connector. I have one that's connected here, where it's mounted at the two speakers, and where the wires for the speakers connected to here. I make it detachable to allow the extension for a speaker adapter. So I'll be showing that in my next video. But this is really important because you can actually detach this and put in this adapter in through the hole to allow you to have external speakers, which is going to be pretty cool. This is a 23 millimeters bass speaker. I think it's 2 watt, 8 ohm. All right. So the chassis, I didn't mention about the chassis. This 1-inch specially designed chassis is made by Daryl Dante Donato. So I'll put a link in the description to show you where I got this chassis. You got a special made. You can customize the chassis the way you want it. He did a great job having to make a chassis specifically for this Potstill Severance because it uses 1-inch diameter. He did a really great job having to have the ability to use a recharge port and a removable battery. Sorry, I'm just really excited that everything is working wonderfully, and I'm glad that customer is going to be really happy about this because this is a special build. I don't think anybody has done this method where it has a removable option for the speaker adapter. So anyways, I'm gonna go and pull the kill key out like so. So this one has a font made by a client who actually asked me to commission this for him, and he also is a font designer. So if you also haven't seen Cyberspace, be sure to check it out because he did an awesome job with his fonts. So here's one of his work to see in action. Alright, so main switch, turn on. is a flame effect. This one is Akira. Oh. Bottom. Okay. You can also turn the music on by tapping twice on the main. Turn it on. Double tap main. There you go. And then flip another one.
Cloud.
Ah, it's a Final Fantasy VII font that he also made. A nice staggered effect.
Wave 7.
Okay, change back. Tilt up.
Wave 8.
Okay, back to normal.
Choose blade color.
Oh. So you can also change blade color by holding. What I did is that I hold the main, twist it, and then tells me. So I like to change the color up to maybe a nice golden yellow kind of look. So you could twist it. Okay. You can change whatever color that you like.
Color profile saved.
There you go. There's another one.
Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny Silverhand.
And a new Cyberpunk. Very aggressive.
Roll time sync.
And turn it off. You could always change that hum music off by modifying the font. But so far, everything is working, top notch. The blade is a 1-inch blade. Keep in mind that you're going to have to sand the blade when you want to fit in a pot store Ultimate Works Severance, because the diameter for this part at the bottom is very tight, so you're going to need to sand the blade. I had to sand the blade for about a good half an hour, and a little bit more than that because I had to keep sanding it. If it doesn't fit right, I had to squeeze all the way in, you, it's gonna have an issue where you're gonna squeeze enough where you're going to break the pins. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to force the blade in. You want to make sure you sand enough so it's buttery smooth, so you can take off the tension and allow the blade to come in and out, and then use the blade retention screw to hold it in place. But yeah, this one has a nice little shine through if you hadn't noticed. Pretty cool. So keep in mind that it's red. They all came like that, and you can't. It doesn't. Doesn't really show right on the blue. The blue is gonna be a disappear. It's going to disappear. It's gonna be a little red. It will still be red no matter what. So oh yeah, this clamp is used another JST connected at the bottom to the chassis. Keep in mind that the card that's in it, it is not glued in. The reason I didn't use the double-sided tape onto the PCB that holds the two switches is because I want to have the flexibility to be able to take it out if anything is wrong with it. So so this is held in place by friction, by tightening against the chassis to the area where it's nice and tight for the wire to not to go loose, to come out with the PCB out, so it's nice and secured. Whereas this card, it has a double-sided tape that came with it, so you're going to have to be careful not to lose the card, because the card has been held only by double-sided tape that's taped at the top side of the switches. So yeah, it's not gonna come out, so that's good. But I hope you enjoy. This is only a part 1 of my work, and yeah, this is how you're gonna take it apart. You want to go ahead and put the kill key back in, like so. Alright, take the battery out. Put the kill key back in. You go ahead and take the battery out by holding this top part, and just take it out if you want to charge it, or you want to do it through the recharge port. So, or you have 2 options to do it. It's flexible, it's versatile. You can do pretty much anything. So you can access the SD card. I made sure that the clearance is enough for the SD card to come out, so you don't have to worry about this JST port being blocked from the card here. So rest assured, I had to make sure there's enough clearance. But anyways, I'm gonna put this back in. Your Saber is ready. Stay tuned for part 2 to show you how I install the speaker, external speaker from the speaker area, the adapter, all the way down to the other end, so you can use your external speakers, so you can have fun with your fonts as you're making them. So anyways, this is Packin' signing off. Peace.